think that it's some men hate women, as they're saying out there. They just don't like women once we start having needs. And there's been this conversation online lately. I've seen a lot of male creators talking about how men don't actually like women. And I think there's some truth in that. But I also think it's a little bit of an oversimplification, because I don't think most men are walking around here like, I hate women. I think a lot of men were trained from the time they were little boys to see anything tied to women as weak, less than, too much, or embarrassing. You know, don't cry like a girl, don't throw like a girl, don't act like a woman, don't be soft, don't be emotional, don't be needy, don't be feminine. And listen, I've talked about this before. When you spend your whole life being told not to be like a woman, at some point we have to ask what that teaches you to feel about women. It can get tricky too, because a man can be kind, right? He can open the doors, carry the bags, fix the car, pay for your dinner, walk you to your car, all of that. And yes, those things are nice. I'm not mad at a man with a little bit of home training. Please have some. But that stuff can make you think respect is in the room when it might just be good manners. The real test is what happens when you stop being easy. You say no. You say, that hurt me. You say, I need more from you. You say, I can't keep being the soft place for all your hard feelings. And now the mood shifts. That's when you find out what he was really attached to. Was it you, or was it the job you were doing for him? Because some men love what women give. The care, the praise, the calm, the sex, the second chances, the free therapy with snacks. They love having a woman around who helps them feel wanted, smart, strong, deep, and good. But when that same woman has her own pain, her own standards, her own anger, her own line in the sand, now she's too much. Now she acting different. Now she's starting drama. Sir, she's not starting drama. She's reporting a fire. And I think this is where a lot of women get confused, because he might not be awful. He might not be some cartoon villain, as I like to say. He may be funny, helpful, charming. Everybody may like him. Hell, you may like him sometimes. That's why this mess is so hard to name. I used to think if a man came to me with his feelings, that meant he trusted me. I thought if he kept me close, that meant I mattered. I thought if he needed me, that meant I was valued. And sometimes, yes, all of those things can be true. But sometimes you're not being chosen, you're being used because you're good at loving. And listen, that one is rude when it lands. There are men who keep women around like little stations in their life. This one listens. This one makes him feel wanted. This one forgives him. This one makes him feel like a good man. This one will always pick up the phone. And because it feels close, a woman may call it love. But closeness can be access. Need can be habit. And being useful can feel a whole lot like being valued until you finally ask for something back. I don't even think every man doing this knows he's doing it. They think they're good men because they're nice, they're helpful, and they know how to lift heavy things. Still not the whole test. The test is how he treats a woman when she stops serving him. Does he listen when she's pouring her heart out? Does he care? Does he try to do better? Or does he only care that her truth made him feel like the bad guy? Because if a man only likes you when you're calm, sweet, useful, easy to reach, and quick to forgive, he might not like you as much as he likes the service you provide. And I think a lot of women need words for that. Sometimes he doesn't hate women in the loud, obvious manosphere way. Sometimes he just only values women when we make his life softer.